Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the local pundit wherever you are in the world. Today is Tactical Fortitude. As you can see, I've done a different background. It's snakes and ladders. Who's going up? Who's going down? Who knows? But here to break it all down, I have my man, Aaron. How are you, buddy?
Fantastic. What's up, man?
Oh, mate. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the States. Everybody, I hope you're all filled with turkey and ham and mashed potatoes and everything, pumpkin pie, all the good stuff you eat on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I know
to
I
John
am.
Merrill, I saw in the Discord he's actually can't work because most of his team is in America, so they got the day off. I'm like, what's he whinging about? He gets to do nothing.
No, I thought he said, maybe I misunderstood. I thought he was saying he had to cover for all the Americans because they were all
So
off.
he
And so
should.
I think he was having, somebody should, fair enough. Yeah, I think he said he had to cover for everybody. So I think that's
Well,
what he's bitching about.
he's not.
You know,
He's not going to
he's
want to look at.
I wore this blue shirt just for John, the blue bastard. I got the blue
Yeah,
bastard shirt on.
yeah.
So
Well, he's going to want to have something else to do because we're about to pass him on the table.
I'll tell you what, he wasn't a happy camper the other night. He wasn't near as happy as we were.
Well, we're looking good, and I have noticed a couple of people saying they think we can make the playoffs now on other channels, which is
Yeah.
interesting. I tipped us for 7th at the start of the year, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think I said 8th. So
Yeah.
I had us just outside. I'll be perfectly happy if we're challenging. If we finished 8th, fine. I think we all are fairly. I don't think we're at that top level. You know what I mean? Unless we did something really crazy in January, I don't think we'll be able to get there. But
Although,
I mean, I'll tell you what, the top end of the league is so, other than Coventry, who's just running away with it, it's just not nobody's just running away. Like those teams aren't like unbelievable. So who knows what could happen? But I do think we're going to get some late Chargers. Coming up the league.
we're in
Looks like
10th spot.
Southampton. Yeah, we're in
We're in
10th.
10th spot, and we're 5 points off second.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's possible.
Yep.
But
And
you got teams like Southampton who are starting to make a run. Ipswich, I think, are going to be up and around it. The big teams with the parachute payments are going to start. They're going to start coming good. So,
and the scary part is we're only 8 points off 20th.
I know, right? It's so tight. It's so tight.
But the bottom three at the moment, Oxford, Norwich, and West Sheffield Wednesday, that was my tip for the bottom three.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have Norwich down there, but I could see, definitely could see Oxford. I think we all had Sheffield Wednesday.
We should actually. I just thought of something. We should do a new prediction.
A new one.
When is Sheffield Wednesday going to get back to 0 points? They're on
how about
-4.
this? Will it be before Christmas? They should. They should. Yeah, I'd say.
I'm going to say no.
Really? I think they will. I think they'll be back to even, or they'll be back to 0 before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
I don't know. Okay. They are in really bad form though right now.
You heard it here from Aaron. They're going to be back to 0 before Christmas.
I'll go with that.
So
that's without looking at their schedule or anything. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What did you think of our game yesterday?
I thought it was really good. I thought Broadhead had his best game in a Wrexham shirt. He was not just the goal. The goal was unbelievable, but the way he played, he was doing a lot of stuff that we've seen from Windass, where he's dropping deep to get the ball, getting in on some defensive stuff, where we hadn't seen him do some of that off the ball work earlier in the season, or at least I didn't think he was. We saw a lot of it. And I'll tell you what, the one thing you see when he's on the ball, he's incredible. His on the ball stuff is unbelievable. Broadhead is fantastic on the ball. You can just see he's a higher level than a lot of the players we have.
Yeah.
So I think we got to get him playing more games. I'd really like to see him.
back to the midfield, didn't he, a fair bit from what I saw?
Back he was getting involved. It wasn't just staying up top, you know what I mean, and kind of wait, how they do. He was dropping deep and he was coming to get the ball. He was coming deep to get the ball off the defensive midfielders too, or off a sheet, really. It was good. It was good.
The other thing I noticed too was I'm watching our players work a little bit harder off the ball now to make themselves available once they've passed the ball. They're moving to the angle for the space for those triangles, as Chris has said. And we're looking sharper with the ball at our feet.
Yeah.
As the season progresses.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good crisp passing. Shorter than what we're used to, what we usually play, what we've been playing the last, several years. Which we kind of knew that was coming, but it's a little more you can see there's a little more focus on trying to keep the ball more than what we have before. It's not just hoof it up, even though we got Kiefer being back was great.
Look at that. That just brings joy to my I'm filled with joy, Aaron. Best news from last night, apart from the win, we go into Saturday's game with no injuries. That's huge. It is huge. We go in with no injuries out of that game. Spoke to Ashfield. He's feeling great. Thanks, Mad Al. Foot fully healed. Well, he's not going to get a start. He might not even make the bench, but to hear that he's fully recovered is fantastic. But yeah, Harry time. Well, look, it's good to know that he's available. I'd love to see him get some time at some stage. I think it'll be a home game, and I think it'll be off the bench, and I think it'll be against a team when we're dominating. But, who knows when. It might be around Christmas time when that schedule is super tight and busy.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Would like to see him get a few chances. Yeah, we'll see. I'm be interested. Still we've not heard anything about Kakache. Would like to know what's going on there. Hopefully he's back soon. But gotta give credit to Jimmy Mack. Playing really well defensively on the left wing.
I'm going to say he even had a technical win in the post game, Aaron.
Yeah. He was. I don't think they were too happy over that challenge there towards the end of the game where he upended. I can't remember the guy's name, but absolutely upended the guy. I don't think they were happy with that one. That was good. That's good. Oh, Jimmy, he's always going to get involved. He's always getting involved in that stuff.
Do we want to go through a little bit of last night? You want me to give you the stats, and you want to take us through?
Go for it. Throw some stats at us.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we had 9 shots on goal to Bristol's 10. Both teams had 3 shots on target. We had 58% of the possession, which obviously means they had 42. Then you get into some other stuff. 10 fouls for us, 9 fouls for them. 1 yellow card to us, 2 for them. They had 4 offsides. We didn't have any. And we only had 2 corners to their 4. 1 corner of ours, though, was a goal. So I guess the overall summation of those stats is really the fact that, yes, we had the majority of possession. We looked better with the ball. I thought we dominated them, to be honest. Their non-goal was an interesting one in my eyes. It could have gone either way, but definitely with AO being hit, I can see why it wasn't allowed. And that's looking at it with Wrexham eyes. But I just thought overall we were the slightly better team. There's no denying that.
I think we were better for most of the game. I think there was a period of about the first 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes of the second half where they were really dangerous. And they controlled the game there for a while, right in that section of the game. But I think that's when that disallowed goal came too, if I remember right. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but I think it was right in that section of the game. But I'll tell you, once we scored the second, they fell apart. It was over. They just heads dropped and it was over. They never looked like winning it. They never looked like getting back into the game after that. I'm trying to bring up. I was curious. I want to break that down.
I'll tell you what I'm not happy. I'll tell you what I'm not happy about. Is that their keeper Vitek or however you want to pronounce it was credited with an own goal. I absolutely think Thomason should have the credit for that goal.
That's always a weird one because so like if let's throw this out there, if Moore's in front of goal and he puts the ball on target and the keeper tips it and it still goes in, it's a goal. It's not an own goal.
Right. That's right.
Is it? I guess it's technically not on target if it hits the post.
But hang on,
he hit the post with it.
I don't know what
did come off. It came off his ass. Let's be honest. It came off the keeper's ass.
Yeah,
so it did come off the keeper.
And we don't know what spin is on that ball. If it didn't touch him,
that's true. You know, it looked like
is that ball going to end up still in the goal or not?
You never know. You never know.
But in the goal,
it counts as a goal, and that's all that matters. That's just.
But I just wanted it to count for Thomason. You know, I thought he deserved it.
Yeah, I know. He was. You could tell he just kind of he kind of dipped his head. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wide up.
This guy. Yeah.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Jumped up.
Someone messaged me to say Aaron has turned into a blue bastard. I'm shocked, and I have to admit.
Listen, John. I wore this because I knew you had to work so hard today because those lazy Americans were eating turkey and mashed potatoes and stuff. So you had to pick up their slack today, and so I wore this in your honor. Okay, it does say Terre Haute Premier though, just right. The boys' club they play for.
The other reason he wore it, John, is because it's the last time that Birmingham's going to be ahead of Wrexham on the table until this weekend.
That's right. Yeah, we're about to say goodbye to those guys. Thought we were going to do it the other day. John wasn't too happy with them. He was ready to join the Wrexham bandwagon. I think about halfway through that.
Birmingham came pretty hard at them at the end too. They could have actually won that game in the end, but they just. But again, they're lucky to draw it. Mm-hmm. They were down for a long time. Ken's been drinking early. Well, I don't know that you have the right to say that, John, because I'm going to just quickly let everybody know that John, in the footy tipping competition, is on 61 points in second last place.
Oh, my God.
Harry all over is beating John.
Harry, my guy Harry's killing him.
The one lasting credit for John is that he's beating all of South America by 1 point.
Yes. Oh, shoot.
And I will say, you're looking at the two top tipsters at the moment.
Dude, hey, I had a hell of a midweek. I only missed 2 predictions on the entire week.
And you got 2 scores right.
Yeah. I had a hell of a midweek for me.
The bad luck for you is that I had 11 points.
Jesus Christ.
I got 4 wrong, but I got 3 scores right.
Jesus. It's like cheating.
Yep. Whatever it takes.
It's like cheating. I'm sure of it.
I've already put in my scores for this weekend. And I'm going to give you my one hot take for the weekend.
Oh, hot take.
Ipswich to beat Oxford, 5-0.
5-0. Jesus. I don't know if it'll be that bad. Could be. You never know. Yeah. I don't know. They're hard to. I think they'll keep it closer than that.
Well, there you go.
Probably think
I've tipped a 5-0 result this weekend.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. But yeah, I think. It's everybody's chipping in on losing to a Bigfoot. Come on, you gotta pick it up, John. It's terrible.
Yeah, John, got to do better. It's pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. But in good news for you, John, you're only 24 points off the lead. That's 2 full rounds of correct results with no scores.
Only 24 points. I like it. Oh shoot! But yeah, I guess to finish up our how the game went. I thought it was really good. I thought it was interesting. Does seem like we've kind of stuck with the 3-5-1-1 and been supporting our wings with our midfielders. You know, the 2 8s. So that would have been Thomason and Dobson, kind of helping on the wings
I
defensively.
think Bristol totally played into our hands by allowing us to have the ball, which allowed our wingers, Longman and McLean. How many times did McLean get down the wing in attack?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
you know, they allowed him to do that, and that's on them.
Yeah, he was. I thought he had a really good game. I mean, surprisingly, I think he's motivated. I think he's got a little extra motivation, maybe, but he looked really. Thought he looked pretty good. I was surprised. I've been surprised at how well he's played in the last 2 games. So,
yeah. So where do you want to go today tactically, then, Aaron?
Well, we can go. I've got first up. I've got FOTMob pulled up, and I can bring some. I just wanted to kind of go through where they stack up as far as their stats and whatnot in the league. And figured we could talk about that a little. And then of course, I've got the tactical board. We can pull that up and kind of
excellent
look through that. So here's this. Let me get over here where I can control it. So their top scorer is, I'm gonna butcher this name. Johnson, I guess. I'll go with that. It sounds good enough, close enough. And then Yuki Ohashi also. They're both on 4. Todd Cantwell. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is he hurt? I don't think he's played for a few games, so I don't know if he's hurt or what the issue is on Cantwell. So somebody in the chat may know. Assist wise, Ryan Hedges he's one of the wing backs. They do play a very similar system to us, and once I get to the tackle board, I'll kind of go through that. And then Morishita's got 2 also. He's a kind of a creative midfield player. Kind of plays in a 10/8 role. They do a lot of defending, so their attacking is more counterattack really. So it's just kind of balls down the wing on the counter and crosses in on the break, and that's how they get a lot of their goals. This is another name, their top rated player, Ryan Halabuizu. Yeah, good luck. I have no idea. Him and Hedges, those are the 2 wing backs. Generally, they're 2 wing backs. Sean McLaughlin is their center back. Those are top rated players. Then we kind of can scroll down and look at some of this other stuff in the attack. Obviously Ohashi, expected goals 6.1. That's their best in the team. So I'm not sure if he's just lacking a little quality right now. He's underperforming his XG a little bit. And goals per 90 is a good Johnson. 0.43. So, a goal every 2 games, but a little less than that actually. But let's see some of these other stuff. Chances created. So Hedges and Alabuja, Boiju, I don't know. Those guys, and then Morishita creating chances for him. Like I said, those are the 2 wing backs, Ryan Hedges and Alabuju. And then Morishita is that attacking kind of creative midfield player. Then I guess we can scroll down to some of their defensive stuff because their defensive stuff's really good. I guess actually let's go to their. Let me do this. Go to their team stats. That was kind of players. So let's go to their team stats. Over, average rating 6.79, so about 16th in the league, which is about where they sit, I think, in the table. I think they're right around there.
They're currently sitting on 18th.
18th, so
yeah. I'll get into that in a second. I'll let you finish. I'll talk about that in a second.
Cool. All right, goals per match, 1. So they're averaging 1 goal per match, which is 20th in the league. Goals conceded per match, 1.3, which is 13th, so mid-table. Average possession, about 50%, which is mid-table. So it'll be interesting to see how they play. They generally seem like they sit without the ball though. They're happy to give the ball away.
Yeah.
So
six wins, 1 draw, and 9 losses is where they're at. So yeah, you keep going.
All right. Blackburn Rovers are they've had 4 clean sheets, which is mid-table. So mid-table in a lot of these. Let me scroll down. Defensive stuff. Interceptions per match, 8.9, is good enough for 4th in the league. Tackles per match, best in the league, 18.9. Let's see some of this other stuff. We've conceded 2 penalties.
Just I'll give you a quick break. This
Mhm.
all. Hey guys, absolutely excellent win over Bristol City, but you ain't catching us Rams. He's a Derby fan, obviously.
That's all right.
But I hope you get the playoffs as you deserve it, and teams should be afraid of the Red Dragons. Paul, I love your thoughts there. I love these. You've put a couple of laughing emojis after that because we are only 1 point behind you on the ladder. So, and look, hats off to you. You're going fantastic this season, and it's showing how hard this league is. But, I mean, you've had 4 wins in your last 5 games. You're on a roll at the moment. So congratulations. But we're coming for you.
Yeah, they're flying right now. They're absolutely flying. So there's a little overview of some of their stuff. And let me drop that out.
Well, then quickly then, with Blackburn, I'm going to give you their nightmare scenario right now.
Okay.
Their next 3 games are away to us.
Mm-hmm.
They lose that game. Then they have to do their replay of the game against Ipswich, who are a better team now than when they played them before, and they were leading, and the game was stopped. So they lose that game to Ipswich, which is highly possible. Then their next game after that, they do have a chance to do something, which is at home to Sheffield Wednesday. But let me give you a scenario where Sheffield Wednesday somehow managed to snaffle a draw, would mean that they would be on 20 points after playing 19 games and probably be only just outside the relegation zone.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. They're
now that's a worst case scenario in my eyes.
That would for sure be a worst case scenario. I mean, they're no pushovers. They've won some really big. They've beaten some really good teams this season. So I wouldn't look past them. I do still. Their form's kind of dropped off. They've lost 2 of 3, I think. So, but before that, they'd won like 3 or 4 in a row. I'd have to look.
They've won 3 of their last 5. Like they've gone loss, win, loss their last 3 games. But you flip that thought process of what I just come up with there, and they come to us and get a win. They play at home to Ipswich and win, and they beat Sheffield Wednesday. Totally different scenario.
I think they're a really good team on the road too. Actually, I'd have to check, but I think they actually do pretty well on the road. They're a good team.
What this league is.
It is. It's so tight. It's so tight. But they're definitely a team that I thought they'd struggle this year. I kind of had them in the relegation. I think I can't remember if I had them in the relegation zone or just outside of it, but I definitely have them down.
I mean, they just lost 1-0 to QPR at home on the weekend, which is not great. And
QPR is not a bad team either, though.
No, but I did tip them for the win on the weekend. I tipped them to win 1-0, and it went the other way.
Yeah, QPR. I mean, hell, they handled us. So that was honestly, I think that was our worst game of the year. I think they absolutely made us look bang average.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in our performance.
That was a tough one to watch. Tough one to watch. They looked miles better than us at the time.
But there's so many teams at the moment who, like you just look at the ladder. Well, obviously Coventry flying, but then you go Stoke. Middlesbrough, even though they have had a bit of a rough run lately, still played well against Coventry, but they lost. And that's no slight on them because Coventry is absolutely they're just in the upper atmosphere at the moment, cruising right now. They're like a Concorde, just flying along. And, and then, you've got Millwall who's improved. Ipswich, who are really on the improve. like I said, they've got that makeup game against Blackburn. They go and win that. They're in second place right now. And I do still think they're going to win the league and hunt down Coventry. Coventry will have a slip at some stage, but that would require Ipswich to have a great run of form for an extended period of time, because it's Coventry's league to lose right now at this early part of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. I mean, they're running away with it right now.
Lampard, tip my hat.
Yeah.
Well done.
I mean, let's be honest. They could have a real – I know we're kind of getting off topic here, but Coventry could have an average finish to the season and still probably finish way up, right around the top two.
You say that, Aaron, and you go, hang on, if they lose 2 games in a row and all the teams below them win 2 games in a row, they're only 4 points clear of them then. It's a whole different scenario.
Well, you say that, but I mean, how often? Let's look at the league, though. How often are all those teams below them, even a couple teams, going to get 2 wins in a row? Really, there's not. I mean, nobody's been that consistent.
Southampton's 4 on the bounce at the moment.
Right, exactly, but they're further down the season. You know what I mean?
They're the exception.
I mean, there's just not a lot. You get a few. You'll get a couple teams like Derby. Speaking of Derby, they went on a hell of a run.
Yep.
But will they stay on that run? I don't know. You get a few teams where you'll get a little run like that, but it's never like nobody's been that consistent this year. Nobody's been able, even us for that. I mean, we've been great. I think we haven't lost in 7, but it's been win draw. We've not put 2 back-to-back wins together, which we need to. I mean, this is our chance to do that.
And what that tells us is the league is super tight.
Right.
It's tough. All these teams are very evenly matched.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think they're doing what they got to do. I mean, they're winning games. I don't know. I don't know how you could, like Chris here says, I don't know, you're giving Coventry too much respect, maybe too much. I mean, they're 10 points clear.
They've lost 1 game all year.
They've only lost 1 game all season. I mean,
admittedly, it was to the best team in the league.
I mean, by a long shot, the best team.
4 draws and 1 loss in 17 games.
Yeah, they're incredible. They've been incredible and scored a ton of goals. An absolute
47 goals.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the next best. 28. Yeah, 28. They are nearly 20 goals clear of the next best goal scorers.
It's unbelievable. But I mean, Chris is saying the downfall's on its way. It had to be a hell of a downfall. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, they'd have to go on a awful run to be out of the automatics, really. I mean, they'd have to go on a probably 5 or 6 game losing streak for 2 teams to catch them. You know what I mean? And probably roughly, more than that. You know what I mean? Because
those teams aren't going to go on a 5 game winning streak.
No, exactly. That's the thing. Those teams aren't going to. You're not going to win 5 in a row as they're losing 5 in a row. It's just not going to happen. So it's to people. The teams. I think I was looking at it. The second play. It was who was it? We could do it real quick. What's the how many points does Stoke have?
Stoke has 30 points. They're 10 points behind them.
30 on how many games?
17 games.
17 games. Okay, so quick math. So
1.8-ish.
Yeah. 1.76. So that's their, so if they're getting 1.76 per game, I mean, how many games does it take to catch up 10 points? I mean, it's not going to, even if Coventry score nothing, I mean, it's going to take, they're not going to get it right away. It's, and obviously, and they can go on a better run than 1.76 per game, but it's just getting to, they're in really good shape. I think there's a lot of people saying, well, yeah, but they're 10 points clear, but it's like, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to them. I think they're a really good team. Like they should get promoted. They should absolutely finish the automatics. If they don't, it'll be a hell of a downfall if they don't.
If they don't, they'll view it as a massive missed opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll tell you now, if they don't make the auto prems, they won't go up.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, because they'd have to be really poor towards the end of the season to not. And so taking poor form in the playoffs, they probably struggle in the playoffs, you'd think. And you never know with injuries. I mean, shit happens. they get some injuries and they start struggling. I mean, really think about it. When they played us, they had 3 of their back 4 out. So we kind of, maybe we caught them at the right time. We caught them on the right game.
Yep.
But we still
Agreed.
had to score 3 goals to beat them. I mean, they still
Yep.
scored 2 goals on us. So
That's true.
they're great. So we're kind of off topic here, but it's interesting though, because it's just, they are the team that's just running away with this thing.
Yeah.
And so
what are we going to do this weekend, Darren?
What are we going to do this weekend? Well, let's get the old tactical.
Let's go tactical.
Let's get the
Here it comes, people.
Everybody likes the tactical board. Here we go. All right. So this was our lineup from Wednesday. And this is their lineup with, I think, one change. I think Tronstad probably plays this weekend. That's just kind of my guess. But I just kind of went through their lineups through the season, or at least the last 6-7 games, and this has kind of been their go-to. And it's very similar to us. It's 3-4-3. It's kind of a variation of a 3-4-3. So they're playing more with 2 strikers instead of having 2 10s in behind a striker. That's kind of how they're playing it. Morishita playing a little deeper, and then Ohashi and Good Johnson playing as the 2 strikers. But generally, they're sitting pretty deep, I think, and playing a lot of defense. And they're really good at it. Yeah, they're good at it.
And we just play Broadhead a little bit off the left-hand side or more there, do we? Is that how we do it?
Yeah, I know. I just where he ended up, I just had him stuck there. He played. I must be honest. He was everywhere. He was from here to here. He was. That was
doing my OCD head in it.
Yeah, it is. I know. No, he's all over the place. But that's how he played it. I would not be a bit surprised to see an unchanged 11. Although considering that team's played 2 games already this week, it wouldn't surprise me to see a few changes.
So if you're going to change out anyone, who do you change out?
Well, it depends. Obviously, I think right off the bat, I'd say good chance O'Brien gets back into the lineup.
Yeah, good point.
For either Dobson or Thomason, depending.
Interesting now, because O'Brien normally plays in Thomason's spot, right?
Yep.
I'm calling it Thomason's spot because he played the last 2 games.
Right, yeah.
But with Macca at wing back,
and
it's a really hard thing to say because I thought Dobbo played excellent, especially in the first half.
Yep.
So does O'Brien just make the bench?
He might. I mean, he might leave it. I think it just come down to fitness. It'll just depend on where everybody's at. If Parky thinks everybody can. Here's the other question: can McLean go another one? I mean, I'm sure he probably can, but that'll be his third game. He's played 90 minutes. Yeah, he's played 90 minutes 2 games in a row this week already.
Good
point. We play him in another one?
We do get a week off. We do get a week off after this game.
Is it a full week?
There's no midweek game for us.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Is Kikache going to be healthy? We don't know still. So if he's a go, do you bring? Do you swap him with McLean? Maybe, or do you go? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I think Parky doesn't want, for whatever reason, he doesn't feel comfortable with Barney, or he hasn't. I mean, he's kind of gone out of his way not to put him in matches.
That's a fair point.
So I can't see him starting Barney. And so I think with the wingbacks we have available and not knowing about Kikache, I think this is probably the 2 wingbacks that start, at least right now. I don't see him changing anything in the back 3 because that back 3 has gotten 4 clean sheets in a row. Why would you change that?
You can't change the back. You can't change the back.
I wouldn't. It would be so unfair to those, unless somebody picks up a niggle or something, in training. But that'd be the only way that anybody's getting in to that back 3 right now. And then Arthur's been just fine. He's been really good. last few games. So yeah, I think if anybody, I wouldn't be completely surprised if we got Sheaf out and James in, just because Sheaf's played or he
Manage
started the
minutes.
last two, so just managing his minutes. Seems like they've done that with him a lot this season. I think he's had a lot. He's in the last few, and the Coventry fan said this when we got him. He's a great player as long as you can keep him healthy, and I think Parkey has tried to manage
So,
his minutes because we want to keep him healthy. You know what I
so
mean?
you so you give Matty James the
So,
first 60 to
Ye
65.
yeah, would
You
not
give,
surprise me to see this change, put sheet so if we're gonna go
you
with
give
my 11, I think I could see this.
yep.
So I would think that's probably what we get. I also I wonder if I think he'll play Broadhead again. The Broadhead looked really good. I think it'd be unfair to take him out. He played so well. If he's good to go fitness wise, I'd be surprised if you took him off.
Mm-hmm.
Windass may not like that, but I Brody was so good. He was so good on the other night. So
He just looked like a threatening player.
he did. He looked fantastic. And that's like again, that's not. I'm not even talking about the goal. He was good.
No.
He was
Yep.
really good. Of course, Kiefer, if he's healthy, he's playing. You know what I mean? It's like it's just how it's gonna be with Kiefer. Um, so I guess Thomason or Dobson are the two question marks. And the what I did was I put the 9 that were, of course, I've swapped out Matty James, but that was the 9 that were on the bench for our last game.
Do
I
we
think
think do we think that's the 9 for this? Well, no, O'Brien
maybe
wasn't on
no,
the
I take
bench,
that
was
back. Cody was in there. I'm sorry, I did
he?
take that back.
O'Brien
O'Brien was
was.
out, so I've swapped O'Brien and Cody because O'Brien wasn't eligible for the last game, so I'd swap. So Cody was in for the last one. I don't think he'll be on the bench for his next one. I think it'll be O'Brien. So with that being like that, I don't see any of those other guys really challenging right at the
Mm,
moment. I think you could make an argument to say maybe he plays Windass just to manage minutes for Broadhead, but I don't think you need to. I think he's probably good. So I'd be surprised if he didn't let Broadhead get another game.
I love
Um,
what you've got. I love what you got there, Aaron. I wouldn't
so
change
I'm
what you
yeah,
got there.
I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe Thomason comes off, which I think is harsh because he's really good, but maybe to manage his minutes, maybe O'Brien plays something like that. But
Yeah.
I
The only thing is, I love the way Thomason helped out Macca.
oh, he's great. He was great. He's fantastic. And Dobson was helping with Longman too. That's kind of what when we play this, we really do. It helps us defending in the wider areas. And the one thing with them, they will be attacking down. Oops, they will be attacking down the wider areas. So they like to
Clean,
get their wing. They like to get their wing backs deep, just like we do.
clean sheets, clean sheets. Like
Yeah.
clean sheet against Bristol. Clean sheet against Ipswich.
Hmm.
Clean sheet against Charlton.
Yeah.
Clean sheet against Portsmouth. 4 clean sheets in a row.
Yep. So
Very hard to not move up the table because you're going to score it at some stage. And the
right.
game before that, we beat Coventry 3-2.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so yeah, you get uh, something like this. I think Tron's he'll drop a little, but they, it looks a lot like us when we attack. They're very similar to anyway. Morishita he kind of occupies this space a lot that I see. So I think that will be whoever's playing this position will be probably locked onto him.
Mm-hmm.
Ohashi, I saw through a lot of the highlights I've watched. He seems like he gets the ball in this area a lot, but also he likes to make run. He might likes to make runs into the goal like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look for a through ball in behind, or if you're getting across from over here, he likes to try to get onto those or attack the back post if it's coming from the other side. So you'll get some attacks like that. But he does seem like it just seemed like I saw him receiving the ball right in here a lot. So that's something that'll be something Dom Higham will be dealing with. And of course, you'll have Maka here, and then Thomason will be over here help. He'll be, if we play it the way we've been playing it, he'll be kind of occupying some of the space defensively too. So maybe he helps with Ohashi, plus helps McLean with Alabuji. I'm not going to get that name right.
Just quietly, how good was Heim on the week? Like,
he's been fantastic. Has he had a bad game yet? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I don't know. I don't know. He just was like quietly, like we brought him in, and we've been such a better defense since he's came in. Like he's changed it all. I mean,
he had 50-something games in a row before he came to us, and then he didn't get the start straight away, which I was gutted for him for that, because like right now it doesn't even look like he's coming off.
No, like, I can't see it. Yeah, unless he gets injured, knock. I can't see him missing any games for us. He's going to play every minute. Like, he just is. He's going to play every minute for us. I don't see any chance he's coming off.
Nope.
He's incredible.
So like our defense is so good at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Our defense is fantastic right now. I do think that there is the one thing that I have seen in a few teams, and he did get into this a little. Bristol did a little bit, not as much as I expected, but they do try. Teams are trying to show him onto his left foot. Donheim, I'm talking about Donheim, and because obviously he's right-footed, and so they're trying to show him onto his left foot. And sometimes he'll put he'll try a pass and it'll just end up errantly going out, about the halfway line. He tries to do something, get it up to wing back, and the ball just ends up out of bounds and it goes out for a throw for them, which is fine, but it's not ideal. I mean, that's why you want a left footer like Doyle out there, somebody that can play on that left foot, and that's they're not struggling.
So
natural left footer
in that scenario, Heim comes back into the middle.
Right, yeah, and that would be when Scar comes out. But right now I don't think it's fair on Scar. I think he's been pretty good. I don't think he was. I don't remember him doing anything wrong in the midweek game. I don't remember seeing. I never thought to. There's been a few games where it's like, oh, what are you doing? Where he's made some mistakes. I don't remember him making a mistake the other night, and he's been really good. He's so good in the air too. I mean, any balls coming in the box, you can almost bank that Scar's heading that thing out of there. He's so good at that, which is kind of what we want him there for. Now, I do think that we don't play I think he definitely plays deeper. Let's put it that way. He plays deeper than we would if Chaim was in the middle. Chaim will get a little further forward when we're getting, and he'll put a dangerous pass through, where I've not seen that as much from Scar, which is fine. I mean, know your limits. You know what I mean? I think it's just a matter of Parky saying, hey, don't do anything that you're not capable of doing. Keep it within yourself. Don't try something if we don't need to.
Play within your limitations.
Exactly.
You're picked for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. See, Chris, didn't Max about cost us a goal? Yeah, I think there was one. He got beat. I'm trying to remember what it is now. I remember it, and I can't remember the actual play and how it worked out. I remember thinking, "Oh, Max, that wasn't good." I just can't remember what the play was.
Yeah, and the Vosak asking, "Is Kabore hurt?" Yes, Kabore is hurt.
Yes, he's out for 6 weeks. I think they said.
Yeah, till January basically, and then the African Cup's on. We could lose him to that.
Exactly. Yeah, so we may not see him again until February. So, yeah, that's gonna suck. So I would not be surprised we bring in a right wing back.
I think we bring in a right and a left in Jan.
I'd like to, but I could definitely see us bringing in a right one. And then let's see here. Now look, this is a Derby fan. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Derby fan. He says we're doing the quadruple. I'd love to. Be fantastic.
Well, is he a Derby fan, or is he just using that
Yeah, maybe.
avatar because he's really a Wrexham fan now?
Yeah. Maybe he's. Come on, Paul. Tell us the truth. You're really a Wrexham fan.
We know you love Wrexham.
Come on.
Yeah.
No. I was, like I said, I'm really happy with the game, how it went the other day. I think this game will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how much of the ball we have, if we have as much as we did against Bristol.
I think it'll be about 50-50 this time.
Yeah, I wonder. I do wonder. They do like to hit on the counter. So we'll see how that plays. They do got some speed. They've got some good players. Ohashi's a good player, and he's got some pace.
Yeah.
And he's a dangerous player. So I mean, they're not a team that's going to just blow you away. You know what I mean? But they're dangerous. They're not. If we make some mistakes and give them some chances, they'll punish us.
We will have to play very good football to beat them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not saying that we can't, because I think we can beat them at home, and I think I think we're trending in the right direction. So, and it would be absolutely it would be a great result for us actually to get this win, because our next game is away to Preston, who are playing extremely well. And also with the week off after, having 2 home games in a row this week is vitally important right now, because just that travel time, that rest, that recovery, it all adds up.
Yeah, it does for sure. That'll be really good. Getting the break next week will be nice. Getting a full week of training, hopefully getting everybody back healthy, or at least most of the guys that are close anyway. Be interesting to see if Rathbone gets back in anytime soon.
Gets any minutes yet?
Yeah, gets any minutes. It's interesting. He's been on the bench but hasn't gotten in. So that'll be interesting to see if we see him at all.
Which now, in his ranking in the squad, only puts him ever so slightly above Ashfield, because Ashfield had that position. Right. Rathbone's got back fit. Parky's put Rathbone in ahead of Ashfield, which is fair. I totally understand that, even though I'm a big fan of Ashfield. But not good enough to make the starting lineup right now, when the way these guys are playing. When you look at O'Brien missed because of yellow cards, Thomason and Dobbo are on the pitch playing great. Obviously, Sheaf and Matty James are there. So, Dobbo is probably the guy that Rathbone's gunning for to replace on the pitch. And I think it's only a bit part at the moment, because I think, and I do think Dobbo needs to be replaced around that 65, 70 minute mark max. Yeah. But anyway, it's been, look, we're a team playing well, going places, moving up the ladder. We were down in 18th. We're now in 10th. That's hence my snakes and ladders background. Other teams, Charlton, were in the playoffs, are now 16th.
Yeah.
Like Leicester in the mud, to be fair, because they're on 24 points and their deduction is coming.
Yeah, they could be in trouble.
They are not making the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's still tight though. I mean, even so, the word is, I know originally on that there was a lot of the talk was it was going to be 12 points or something crazy, big point. Sounds like it's probably going to be closer to 6, so it's not as big, but and I guess because the fact that the league is so tight right now, it's not no, I mean, like you said, we're in 10th place. We're only 5 points off second, so it's just not
And the reason I say they can't make it is because of that. I just think there's too many teams to leapfrog.
And that might be, and that would be, it becomes more of the number of teams you've got to beat than it is the points you really got to make up.
Difference,
yeah, and that's right. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's just like with us. Yeah, we're only 5 points off a second, but we're in 10th, so you've got to have so many points lose.
8 points off 20th.
Yeah, Right. Yeah. You just never know. I mean, you never know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with the way we're playing right now. Like we're really starting to find a groove, and the thing is, we're finding a groove, and it's not even with our best.
Yeah.
I don't think it's with our best 11. You know what I mean? We've
Yeah,
got.
no.
I mean, the fact we're playing so well with. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the guys that were in League One. So I mean, so both wing backs were from League One. Two of the center backs from League One. Dobson played in League One. So, that's and I mean, Thomason wasn't with us, but he was in League One last season.
Yeah,
So I
Matty
mean,
James.
Matty James, yeah, exactly. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
More Broadhead and Hyam are the
Yeah,
only 3 players on there.
yeah, that weren't playing in League One last season. Yeah, because Okonkwo also. So 8 of the
Three
11.
3 out of the 11.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
now that brings me to a point of we've always said, and we even mentioned it to John a couple of times, our squad depth was a worry, but 8 out of those 11 players, League One, getting the job done. Maybe squad depth isn't as bad as we think.
Hold on. Esteban. Oh my Lord. Esteban, slow down. You get a little ahead of yourself. Get a little ahead of yourself. We won't. How long ways to go before we get into to the European competitions? Let's get out of the championship first.
No, Esteban, you tell him. You tell him.
Oh man,
I'm
I
with
do
you,
enjoy
brother.
the European competitions though.
Yeah.
That's one of my. I like sitting back and watching. Yeah. So, anywho, but yeah, yeah, he says I'm telling you. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Esteban. I think we got a little ways to go yet. But I don't know. I don't know though. I'm really optimistic. We're playing really well. We're in a good run of form.
Let's get a win on the
I
weekend.
want to see now we've got to start stacking wins on top of each other. It can't just be a win and a draw and a win and a draw. You just start stacking some wins back to back.
Although Aaron, to that argument, a win and a draw and a win and a draw is an average of 2 points per game.
Right, which is good. It's good enough. But eventually you're going to lose a game or two here and there. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to pick up
29 games left in the season at 2 points a game. That's 58 points, which would put you on 8. Yeah, you're well and truly be in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. This league is so tight right now. It's going to be fun to see how it ends up. It'll be fun to see how the teams that are kind of making the runs now is starting to get, Ipswich and Southampton, and see what Leicester does. But Ipswich and Southampton for sure are starting to put together. They're starting to get things figured out, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Here's a good stat for you. There are only 3 teams in the league that have had less losses than us so far this season.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Coventry.
Yeah.
And the other 2 are Middlesbrough and Ipswich.
Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've got the most draws, or we did at least like a week ago.
We have 7. And yes, you're right. We do. We have the most draws at 7. Yeah. There's a few teams that have had 6. Ipswich, Preston, Southampton, Watford, Leicester and Oxford United have all had 6 draws.
Now here's another one. I think we've dropped something like. I think it was 11. I think it was 11 points from winning positions. So we were winning games and wound up dropping those points. Yeah. So we've dropped 11 points. Well, you sprinkle a few of those in, we're in the automatics.
Well, you take half of those points. You take 5 of those points, and we are tied for second.
Right. I mean, that's just how close the league is right now.
Yeah.
It's
and
crazy.
In fact, we're probably in second on for and against because of the way that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yep.
I do have to jump out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's cool,
mate. That's a good show.
It is a good show. It's fun. I like that. I like bringing up the tactical board and kind of get a look at what the other team likes to do, how they like to line up, how they like to attack, and then what
We've
we
got to
think
get
they're
our
going to
South
do.
American guy back. He's just
I
so busy at
know.
the moment.
I know. We got to. He's busy. He's a busy man. He's taking his talents and he's putting them elsewhere. But we'll get him back. We'll get him
Yeah,
back.
yeah. He's got work gets in the way sometimes. Work and family, and
Yeah.
I was wondering whether he was a bit down in the dumps because he's coming last in the footy tipping competition.
Oh shoot! I don't want to harp on him too bad. He's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, and that's what we say.
I like him, unlike the blue bastard. I'll give him shit whether he's on here or not. I don't like him.
Yeah, me too. Yep. Now, I will remind you to make sure you get your footy tips in before the weekend.
I will work on those tomorrow. I'll
give
tell you what
Harry,
I'll do. While I'm sitting in the deer stand tomorrow, I will do my footy tips, and then I'll do Harry's also.
Give Harry a call and make sure he gets his in.
Yeah, we'll get Harry hooked up, and we'll get going.
Yeah. Well, mate, it's been a great show.
Yes.
Thanks to everybody for dropping on in. Do not forget that, we'll have more shows tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do that before you leave, guys. Yeah, if you consider becoming a member to help out the channel, really appreciate it. We have hit 3,000. If you didn't notice, well done.
3K.
Yeah, well,
love it.
Not only is Wrexham on the rise, so is the local pundit.
That's right. TLP heading up.
Yeah,
50,001. Here we come.
We're on our way. So yeah, fantastic, mate. I've had a great time. It's been great to see you again. Hope you've had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Are you full?
I'm very full. And probably need a nap.
Yeah.
And possibly a workout to work off some of these calories, but I'm not going to do that.
Takes up a lot of calories deer hunting and putting in your footy tips.
Yeah, exactly. These kids worked me hard enough, so chasing them around.
Excellent. Well, mate, have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to all our American friends. Otherwise, guys, we will see you all next time on that bombshell. Let's go Wrexham.